Today I'd like to show you how to make your comping sound amazing just with triads. So I learned that trick from Gilad Excelman, and it all starts with changing your mindset about comping. Most of us think about the root and think about the bass note while comping. But for the voice leading, meaning having a melody on top of your comping, which makes it more coherent and nicer to follow and to listen to, we need to think about the top note instead of the bottom notes. So unless you are playing duos, you are free to actually play all the inversions and to think more about the top note. And so today we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a tune and use it to practice just our triads in different inversions. Of course, in order to do that, the first step would be to refresh your triads in wide position. We're not gonna go into the closed position today. We take just a wide position, and I'm gonna show them to you right now. We're gonna repeat them together, and then we're gonna take a tune and comp the tune just with triads. So let's start with the C major triad, and we're gonna do all the possibilities we have, all the inversions we have, which means we have just 3 because it's a triad for every group of strings, right? So the lowest one would be this one. So what do we have? On top we have the root, and on the bottom we have the 5th, and then the 3rd is in the middle. So the next one would be with the 3rd on the top. And on the bottom we have the root, and then we have the 5th on the top, and on the bottom we have the root. So it would be like that. Same thing on the next group of strings, but now we have the 3rd on top, root on the bottom, 5th on top, and then root on top. Of course, sometimes you have 2 different fingerings. You can decide which one you prefer. Then same thing here, 5th on top, then root on top, or like that. And then we have the root on the bottom, the 3rd on top. That's it, that's all already. Now, same thing, but we have to do it with the minor 3rd. So now everything is the same, but we move the 3rd down. So we have C minor, root on top, minor 3rd on top, 5th on top, minor 3rd on top, 5th on top, and root on top. Then same thing, 5th on top, or like that, root on top, and then we have, of course, minor 3rd on top. That's it. Then, next step, we have to modify the 5th because we need a diminished one now. So a diminished chord is usually a symmetrical chord, but now we're doing it as a triad. So if we would have 4 notes, we could just move the same thing, but with 3 notes, we actually have inversions. So the first inversion will be this one, right, like the minor, but the 5th is now lower. Then we have this one, and then we have this one that you may recognize because of the normal diminished. Then this one, so 3rd on top, minor 3rd on top, then flat 5 on top, and then we have this one, which is like this or like this. It's not very practical, with the root on top. Then same thing here. Then, sorry. Or if you prefer it, but I don't think so. Then the last one. That's it. And now we need the last one, which is the augmented chord. And in this case, it's really a symmetrical chord because we just have 3 major thirds. So we take one shape and we just move it up a third. So the first one would be this one, for example. The top note is the root, and now same shape, but now the top note is the third, and now top note is the sharp 5. Same thing here. Top note is the third, then top note is the sharp 5, and then top note is the root. And then same thing in even the same shape actually. Top note is the sharp 5, top note is the root, and top note is the third. That's it. That's your job for the next couple of months, to know that in every key, for every chord. Good luck with that. That is a lot of work, but it's very, very important if you want to reach the level where you can see all the triads in all inversions for every chord. And now let's jump to the moment where you can do that, and let's take a tune. So I imagine that if you're watching this video, you probably know All the Things You Are, one of the most famous standards of all times. And we are going to take the tune and to comp that like it would be almost kind of a classical piece. So just with triad and thinking about the top note. So meaning that we move the top note just to the closest possible note, or if we can say, we stay there. Let's start, for example, here with for the F minor, we start with the top note as F. That would be the first chord. Then can we stay for the B flat minor? Yes, we stay. Then we have to move for the E flat major to the A flat. And now we can stay for the D flat. And now we have to decide what we do, because we actually have a 2-5 in minor, but we cannot have a half diminished with triads because we don't have the 7th. So we just think about an altered 5 and we do a diminished chord. So an altered 5 without the root. So from flat 9, 3rd, 5, and flat 7. That's still a triad, a diminished triad. So we have, of course, 4 different possibilities for that. But so we were here, back to our tune. We were here, and then we said, okay, diminished. So meaning we have like a G altered. So we do this, and we resolve to the C. And we can stay, gets minor, back to the F minor. Now we have a B major to E flat, back to A flat, and now same thing to go to G, but now we have a D altered, so we have something like that, for example. And we go here, for example, or here for the G. Then we have the A minor, D, we can stay, right? A, D, G. Now F sharp minor, the 2-5 to E, we can stay, and E. And now C augmented. We can stay, F minor, B flat minor, E flat, A, D flat major, D flat minor, C minor, C diminished, can be flat minor, E flat, A flat, and C augmented. And we're back to the top. That's just one possibility, of course. You can also start lower, for example, which is a very good idea actually if you are comping, so something like that maybe, F, we take it there, then we go to B minor, that goes to E flat, and 1, A flat, D flat, then our diminished to C, C minor, or so, F minor, E flat, E flat, right? And then A flat, our diminished, to go to G. And then A minor, D, we can stay G, F sharp minor, B, and then we can do E, C, F minor, and we're back, right? Right, then C minor, and then we have diminished, and then we go B flat minor and E flat, and resolve, A flat, augmented, alright, that's another example with the lower strings. So I suggest you try to do that, you try to make your own movements, your own comping, and then you'll see if you really know the inversions. That's difficult, you really have to think and to know every single inversion in every possible color, meaning major, minor, augmented and diminished. But it's gonna pay off because now you have a very interesting, nice sounding thing that you can do in your comping. And that's just an alternative, you know. If you are comping normally, then you can change that and you can do something else. You can do maybe for the first chorus, I don't know, where maybe if you want to do it quietly, you do an arpeggio, or if you want to do an intro, this is also a very interesting thing to do as an intro. So you could start like with the last part of the piece. And you're in the piece, right? Of course, and then you start the piece. That's also an idea for an intro. All right, so I hope that was inspiring, and I hope to see you for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, to push the like button, to share this if you think a friend could enjoy it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.